This is AFCON special, powered by Vertical Football Podcast, and I have my regular person, Shegun. Shegun, how you doing?
Great to be here.
Awesome match.
Amazing match. I think amazing game.
I want to hear that thought first.
I think for me, it's the best game this tournament.
Yes.
In my opinion, total dominance. I think if you're looking for any football match that describes total dominance, is this a football game. So fantastic match.
My final thought about this match was that Algerian team were schooled in Nigerian University of Football.
Yeah, I think everything shows that in terms of passes, shot on target, they had 0 shot on target.
Zero
compared to Nigerians 13 shot on target.
Yeah.
Right? So I think for them themselves, they will go back and sit down and say, man, we were schooled. And I think this is the brilliance of nobody else but Eric Chell.
The special Richel.
Yeah.
Now, the beautiful thing about this match is that I took my time to check out the profile of Algerian coach Petrovic, and he was formerly a Lazio coach, and he has coached many country, and his kind of pattern is always the transition based football, when you punish people with high pressing and eat on the run. But the question in this match is that why is it that Algeria looks so fall short in this match in terms of not doing what they are known to do best? What is the reason?
Yeah, so obviously we know that Nigeria, as the game has progressed, we've become more and more better on the ball. I think right from the first time that Eric Chell came in and we started seeing the Nigerian Super Eagles game, we said it on air and off air that we are a team that wants to hold the ball, we want to dominate. And I think that's where football is going to. The best teams in the world are teams that have the ability, to not depend on transition moments, to not depend on the mistakes of the opposition, but to depend on what they can do with the ball. And I felt that Nigeria today, and as the game has progressed, this tournament, you see that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we enjoy having the ball.
Awesome.
We are happy. We are smiling with the ball. People like Iwobi, there are movements that they are dancing on the ball. For me, I think it's just amazing. And so even if Algeria were depending on transition moments, the fact is when we even try to play the ball, when we lose the ball, we are quick in our counter press to recover the ball.
Exactly.
So there's nothing for you, and that's what you could see today. So I think transition football, as we know, should not be a basic form of football.
Exactly.
It's something that you should just have in your game.
Yeah.
But that you are depending on transition moment against a superb team like the Super Eagles today, you'll get punished.
Yeah. And one of the things I want to talk about this Nigeria team. Now, I've been hearing people that have seen Westerhoff in Nigeria. I see at least 1 or 2 games of Westerhoff, and I was shocked when people said, why is it that Nigeria threw away their football culture for another style of football? But number one is Ashegun. What is the Nigerian football culture?
Yeah, so I think with the Nigerian football culture, based first of all, it has to do with individual skills. It's a culture that is dependent on also skills, dribbling. Yeah. Individual brilliance, pacey wingers. But the fact, and I saw some people also say beginning of this tournament that why are we abandoning our winger system? But I think you can see that football can be played in different ways. Yeah. And you have to look at the profiles of the players you have. As a national team coach in this case, where you cannot buy players, look at the profile of players you have and construct a system that works perfectly for them. Yeah. And I think and that's one of the things I want to praise Eric Chell for, in the sense of sometimes people don't value the process. People always look for the results. Yeah. People believe that when a manager loses, he's not doing his job. But we have been saying that we have been seeing the building blocks of this system. We have been seeing this manager, devising means, even the qualifiers that Lookman will be playing at the back of two strikers. We've seen that building block, but it's just that sometimes it takes time for the manager is testing things, trying to see which one works, and the manager now is beginning to understand that, they're okay. For example, if I put Iwobi, and that's one of the major things that brought us to this stage, is the manager also now devised that if I don't use Iwobi as a number 10, what if I use Iwobi as the left side of a diamond midfield, in terms of Lookman, Oyeka, Iwobi, and Ndidi. And those are the dynamics. Okay, Akor, we said that there is fair. Okay, it was using Osimhen first and foremost on the, what do you call it, on the right at first. So okay, why don't I try Osimhen on the left? And even today we said that maybe Akor was even on the left, Osimhen on the right. So football is not just about the results, and that's why we love what we do here, because sometimes we see things that predict the results. Yeah. So we can see dynamics. I think today's game, we can spend a whole day to analyze to this game because every facet of the game, it was beautiful. I know we'll talk about a lot of things, but it was beautiful. And I want to say, for me, this might be a long shot. I know it's a long shot, but I want to give credit to the coach, Eric Chell, because I also want to give credit to the NFF.
Yeah.
Because if they had sacked him after we did not
I think that's what they got right.
Yes, if we had sacked him after we did not get the World Cup, we will not be seeing this beautiful football today.
Exactly.
I want to say clearly, I've seen a lot of super good teams in my lifetime. And I want to say that I've not experienced this kind of beautiful football since when I started watching Super Eagles.
I still remember Tunisia 94. Whereby, in fact, not only Tunisia 94, even when we play against Cameroon, when Peba but it's the bar, and everybody, we have Okosha, we have Kanuanko, we have Oroma, we have a lot of these. We see Roma, and we have this beautiful set of people playing the game of football, and you can see that individual brilliance. But what we notice that in that Nigeria culture is a spirit of trying to say
we are talented, we can do it,
and that is what I'm saying in this team right now.
Yeah, but in this team, sorry to cut you off. In this team now, we are seeing more of a system than just individuals. And I think, the individual qualities are there. Osimhen is there, Iwobi is there, Bassi is there. They are quality. But this quality is now formed into a system. And the system is the one giving us beauty. It's giving us beauty, really.
Okay, Shegun, we have a lot of talking points, but we want to make this video very short. Now, Shegun, how did the manager approach the game? Because at one point in this match, for a team like Algeria, I was thinking we should not start with two man at the back, but it worked successfully. How do you think he approached this game? Just show us how he approached
so I think as a manager, they already, the fact that they've been playing the system for 3 games or 4 games, 3 games prior to this, that particular starting 11. So already the dynamics are much better. So you can take more risk in terms of the fact that even when you look at the way Algeria started, they marked Iwobi, but Iwobi was smart in terms of his movement, bending runs, try to wade off the man marking. It was very, very good. They were waiting for him to receive the ball. It was a pressing trigger, receive the ball, and we close him down. But it was very, very wise because obviously the manager has told him they will try. Everybody knows that this is the Akor man. This is our deep line midfielder that want to, collect the ball and try to build up. So they started with that. But what I like was the fact that, this was, at the beginning of the match, we saw that Algeria also wanted to try and play, but we went in an high press. And I think that was a different thing from what we have seen all the while. Most of the games we've played, our opponents always try to do a low block or a mid block, and we are the ones moving. But when we see a team that wants to not try and do, we were wise enough and we have the quality in terms of Osimhen. It's a very good presser of the ball. Akor Adams, press out the ball. Lookman fast and press out the ball. So we had those guys that were disciplined enough to do a high press. And also when they now decided to go long or try to find a way, we went one-on-one. We went one-on-one all through. So it was difficult for them. That's why I say that at the 30th minute of the game, I told my brother that I was watching the match with, I said, they cannot score us in this match.
Exactly.
There's no way. Except if a mistake happens. There was literally no way they will find their way into this game. And that's why the only thing, after the 38th minute of that match, the only thing I said was that we have to score. It's not left to us to score. The moment we score 1, score 2, nothing for them. I can see today, and they had 0 shot on target because
0 big chance created.
So nothing. Everything is 0.
Apart from shot on target.
I think the only thing they did not score, the only thing that they scored 100% on was aggression. The only thing they scored 100% on was in discipline. You were bad losers. You've lost. You don't need to do that. You were played off the park, and I'm really impressed with what our coach did.
I want to just talk about one of their players. That's Mahrez in that match, and I know he understands the feeling of how team dominates game. Now, using that in contrast with Pep Guardiola, I can't compare.
I want to say it. Let me say it. I wanted to say, I know it's off the shot, but for me, when I was watching the game, I know it's a long shot. But can I just permit to just say something that might be controversial for once? Is that Eric Chell, for me, I was saying this is the Pep of African football. Because for me, I know it's not there. It's not Pep.
It's not even there.
But for me, this is beautiful football. This is beautiful.
This is the first time. For me, this is the first time I'm going to go to an African Nations Cup. Apart from, I saw a little bit of glimpse in Mali. But this is the first time we are going to this African Cup of Nations. And when I saw the first match, the second match, I said, this guy should not be in Africa. this coach means that he learned from.
You said that this is the European style in the first game against Tanzania. I think at that moment, people did not really believe what you were saying, but I think now we can see it.
It's so beautiful. Now let's look at one other thing, because I want to talk about how Nigeria, at one point in this match, we have to change the dynamic of the game. At one point, we went long. The question is, why did he went long during that period?
Okay, so I think when you look at the game also, you see the fact that Algeria also were playing it long.
Yeah.
And one thing about football is that when your opponent plays it long, you have to be very disciplined not to follow them to play long. So at certain moments, we lost our discipline in terms of we started playing it long. Even when we were watching the match, I was saying, guys, you have to bring it down. But I think the manager told them, they will try to play it long, bring it down. They know that if you play it long, it favors them. But the moment you decide to say, let's put it down, you take it off from their territory and bring it to our territory. And so for me, it's just beautiful football, really. Beautiful football. And I think that, as you said, even in our style of play, one of the things I saw that I've been complaining about in the first two games, but I think I praised them in the last game, and I'm also praising them in today's game, is the fact that our play we're now approaching the box 18. We're not doing business in the box 18. We're beginning to have cutbacks. And for me, I would always call cutbacks is the beauty of attacking football. Once you can be having cutbacks, you will score like nobody's business. And I think we had cutbacks in the last game. Especially we had cutbacks in the last game. We're having cutbacks today. And for me, we can just do better, and we'll keep improving. But this team is amazing.
It's so amazing. Now let's talk about Bassi.
Fantastic.
Now this about we talking about players now.
Fantastic,
because I don't want us to keep on going on tactics. Some people get bored with all these tactical angles. Now let's talk about Bassi. In this match, in our live on TikTok, during our live on Friday, we are talking about how Bassi is this, but we are seeing a Bassi in this system that's quite different from Bassi in Fulham. What caused this?
I don't think it's different from the Bassi in Fulham. I think Bassi is a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Bassi is a player that I got to know about when he went to Ajax, because I was watching Ajax a lot of time that period, and I got to know about him in Ajax. But I feel that Bassi is a player that obviously has been fantastic in this tournament. I think he has been one of our most consistent players in this tournament. Yeah. He's been one of the most irreplaceable players in this tournament. For us, he gives us the kind of balance that no other player gives us in that back. Yeah. Him and Ajayi has been a fantastic combination. I think a combination that will last us for a very long time. Even the defensive line with Bruno and Osayi, fantastic. I was begging that they remove Osayi. Let him even rest. I beg. The guy has been playing. I beg. And the guy was just there tackling. So Bassi is a fantastic player, but we also know that Bassi. I was thinking that Bassi might end up like Gabriel of Arsenal. So when Gabriel was also progressing, and we were discussing yesterday on our live that Gabriel was having some mistakes to his game. Yeah. But I feel that a time will come where Bassi, and we're going to see that time, I hope, where the mistakes in his Bassi's game disappears. And once that mistake disappears, that guy is very, very good. The pace, the strength, even the balance with the left foot, is a special player. And I think for me, it has been fantastic for us.
There's something I noticed in that match, Shegun, about when we have been hit on a counter or transition. Yeah. Now, Bassi helped us in tracking back quickly.
Yeah, the guy is the speed. Yeah, exactly.
Now, and that's really helped us. Assuming Bassi wasn't there, will have been punished a lot of times in this match.
A fantastic player for us.
I believe that. Now let's look at how Nigeria as a team now will now put this foundation into the next level. I think that's the next thing I want to talk about it. So what do you think about the next level in Nigeria game now? Now we are going to get more stars, because this beautiful game like this, combination of play, we attract some players to say, let me up into Nigeria. What is the next level? I'm not even talking about Morocco now. I'm talking about next level in making this team going to the heights of the Nigeria peak.
I think the next level, obviously, in terms of organizational and how we progress as a Super Eagles, I think first of all we have to sort the issues in the back end in terms of our NFF. Our NFF needs to pick up the ball. We need to be serious. They need to be serious. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, the football team is becoming more and more better, and we must not this is an opportunity to build on it to rule the next decade of African football. We truly can. When you look at the tournament this season, this tournament in the AFCON, we are one of the best 2 teams in the tournament. One of the best 2 teams in this tournament. And really, we have a good shot at even reaching the final and even winning because of the kind of good football we play. So I think the NFF needs to fix up the back end rubbish that they are doing every single time. And also, I think the fact is that we have to choose players that are based on merit. We need to choose players that are based on merit. We need to have because this beautiful football we are experiencing is a beautiful football that is not just based on selecting just anybody. It's based on profiles. It's based on looking at what do my team need. Who can I get to play that? For example, when you see a lot of things I can talk about. When you see Uyedika, as usual, coming in as a sub, after Ndidi was moving, you could look at the number of interceptions, the number of ball recoveries that he has. When you look at Iwobi dancing, Iwobi is literally dancing on the ball. There's that vibe, there's that fluidity, there's that pizzazz, or what we call it, that confidence. When you see Osimhen biting people with the runs, biting people with the intensity. So when you look at Akor Adams, I know yes, missed some chances, but the fact is that he was there. The effective rate, he was punishing them in terms of being a constant threat. When you look at our midfield, Onyeka was fantastic on the ball, off the ball. So you look at Bassi, as we said, look at Osayi, Bruno was fantastic. So I think that we have the right profiles, and we need to make sure that whoever is coming to join the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we need to do better. And this is the last thing I'll say. I think for me, I have 3 separate things that that you have to look for in every football team. And I think I saw that in today's game and in our progression as the Super Eagles. First and foremost, I said, for you to win a game of football, there are 3 things that must come together, or at least 2 of these 3 things must come together. I've always said it. I think first and foremost is that you must have desire and the passion. We have desire and the passion spirit, today. We must have it well on the tactics. We had it well on the tactics. They couldn't play anything. And also we must have luck. We've not touched our luck bank really this tournament.
It's that funny.
And that's nice. But also when you look at it from another angle in terms of winning trophies, that one's for winning games. Winning trophies, I think first and foremost is the fact that you must have an identity. We have an identity now. Yes, as we said, it's different from the DNA of the past. The fact is that we have an identity now. We know how we want to play. We expect to say this is how we want to play. The manager has given us an identity. Nigeria Super Eagles is a team that wants to dominate on the ball. It's a team that has a good counter press to recover the ball when they lose the ball. It's a team that can even decide on a good day to go long and hurt you long. You understand? Whenever we want to do it, set piece and everything. So it's a team that can even do transition football and do it very well. So we have an identity. Secondly, is that we are winning our games. That's 3 points. We're getting our 3 points. And we're not just winning our 3. That's the second part. Get your 3 points. But we're not just winning our 3 points or win our matches just like that. We are winning it with the 3rd point, which is romance. Football is romantic. And these Super Eagles...
That is where you get it.
Yes, these Super Eagles are playing romantic football. And for me, fantastic.
Okay, I'm tempted to say one other thing, but I think we have to.
I think we have to.
We just have to.
We'll just keep praising them, but honestly, this is romantic football, and I'm really. I want to just say thank you very much for making our day Super Eagles. Really,
it's awesome. And guys, I know you have a lot to say. I know you have a lot to say, but this is my own point of view, guys. Even though Eric Shell did not bring in the trophy, just know that
don't let something like that. We're going to get a trophy.
Because we know Nigeria, the moment there's no trophy, they're like, get out. So, but this guy is building something. We are not for the coach, but we are for the betterment of Nigeria football. And that is why Vertical Football is here to always break it down to the lowest so that you can get what we are saying. So if you have any other thoughts or you have any other point of view that is different from us, because this is our opinion and this is what we are seeing. So what do? You drop in the comment section. We'll be there to give you right answers, and we always engage our comment section. So till we meet again, stay fixed to Vertical Football Podcast. Bye-bye.